points. Hello. The important points in what we said up till now are what makes up a group. It is the nature and the quality of the relationships in the group, which go beyond the mechanical, contractual goal all the people that make a group are going towards to, but it's something which is more behind the scenes. And then we were arguing that a successful creation of a group like this is maybe it comes after the moment when we, as facilitators, we try to provide the tools to build all of this. Which in our case are more musical, it can be anything else, but in this case it is the way we use music and the way the people can use music. And what were you saying also, Gayane, about the sustainability of this?
Well, everything you said is answering to the first area of questions.
Okay, you know your image with with the cigarette, the headphones, and your eyes, of course, is very powerful. I'm going full screen. We can have a picture of you, and I will make a poster. So take something.
I can't see, my eyes are like this big.
Yeah, you can open or...
Okay, important points, what do you think? We can try to expand them when we write down.
Yeah.
And
what about, sorry. What about the other areas? We have these questions which are...
Okay, I'm going to on the website and I'll look at it. Meanwhile, I am also reflecting on another thing about the session. The session did not start with the music, with the musical Martian exercises, okay? I decided to start the session with listening to songs.
I will interrupt you immediately because the next two questions of the second area are: how does the session begin? When does a group begin? And it is dictated by time boundaries when musical activity begins or other determinants?
Yeah. Interesting. Because I decided, okay, the whole story is like this. I had 2 hours of lesson with this class, and I had been called to talk about music therapy. Okay, so the first hour of lesson, which was the week before, was a simple frontal lesson where I was talking about music therapy, but to talk about music therapy, I was talking about music. Okay, music, relational ways, interactions, and so on. I was involving them to speak their mind, to bring examples and so on. But it was theoretical. The other day is the one we are talking about, and the one where we made the videos. The videos were made by their teacher, okay, which did not take part in the sessions directly, but still was in the class. I decided to start the session with a listening of 4 different songs, 4 different pieces of music, and discuss them. I chose the song to be something which was not easily listened to on the radio, but still there were 2 of them were really famous songs in the history of music. But the 2 in the middle, because the first one was the first sonata for cello solo by our beloved Johannes Bach, okay, and the last one was Time by Pink Floyd, okay. from Dark Side of the Moon, the one that starts with all the alarm clocks and the percussion piece. Well, the two in the middle were two very famous bands that maybe in the scene. The second song was Youth by Daughter, which is basically an indie song, a girl singing over some guitar arpeggios, but very beautiful lyrics. They didn't understand the lyrics, I think, but they felt something. And the third one was from one of my favorite bands from the last years. Is a post-rock band from Texas. It's called Balmorhea, and the song was called Bowsprit. It's an instrumental one. So we had two instrumentals and two vocals, and they were music which is easily listenable to, but it is not what you listen to the radio usually. Okay, and they connected very well to it. I chose the song in a way which was quite, so to say, instinctive, because there are songs I like a lot. But I also chose them because there was a couple were very famous. The other ones were very reflective in a way, because I wanted to show them that even listening to music can have a very powerful effect in terms of introspection. And well, they liked it a lot. But what I am telling you all of this because I am wondering what this listening session meant for the outcome that we had later in the session. So to say, if I started immediately with the Martian exercises without the listening, would it have been different or not? And I know it is difficult to answer, and for you even more because you were not there. But I think it had a role in everything, because they managed to get into a listening attitude. And the listening attitude is always very powerful to build a group. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts about this? I see your gears are turning. And also yours, Mariona, of course. Because I am asking myself if I will do it again. For example, if I had another session with them, would I start again with the listening of the songs? I am not sure, to be honest. I don't know if it should be turned into something which, in a way to divide the session, which is always the same, but then what we do inside is different. So the first part is listening, the second part is practical activity, but then the exercises change, the songs change, the moods change, and so on. Mm-hmm. Or it was something which was important in terms of a Kickstarter.
Well, I'm thinking about how this listening part can be a really effective way of giving some directive on the kind of musical mood, but also emotional mood you want to give to the group without yourself directive. I mean, of course, listening to music sets you in a specific mood and influences the way in which you will make music some seconds later. So it's an ingenious way of being directive without being directive.
Yes, it might be. I was not consciously building a mood, but I was consciously trying to get into the listening environment and attitude. The nature of introspection and so on also depends on the fact that I am very much like this when it comes to music. I know it. So the music I listen to is mostly more inward than outward. So I'm not a dance music guy, but I'm more a Joy Division guy, maybe. So to say, because it's not true, of course, not so simple. But it is also, I think it is fair also for them to experience something which is my true self. I was not hiding myself. I brought to them some of my favorite songs.
It would be really interesting to see if the things that they made in the exercises later were truly musically influenced by this.
The only point when it could be debated is in the music that came out of the free improvisation at the end, because the other exercises are more like passing sounds and so on. So there might have been an influence on these in terms of the way they were being aware of the others and so on. But maybe we could do some musical analysis on the last part.
It would be nice.
It would be interesting, because I think I remember the chords I used, for example. Very simple chords.
Mm-hmm.
I might think about this. About it. If you want, I can give you the links to the files I played.
Yeah,
the playlist. The playlist. I was not thinking about this when I decided to have the listening, was because it connected to what I said in the theory the week before. Okay. So it was a way to bridge the gap between theory and practice, to pass through listening. But then when I finished everything, I was wondering if this could have had some more deep and unconscious effect on the outcome of the whole session. I also have some written feedback by the kids, because the teacher asked them to write some brief sentences about the experience, and they were enthusiastic. But apart from this, there is one who says that the music listened to was something unusual and interesting. Let me see. It says, blah, 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 blah. Alberto had us listen to interesting musics, different from the ones we usually listen to. So we opened in a new reflection. But it says, but then we did music together with different sounds. We created a new melody, a new and improvised melody, and so on. So, but when I was having them listen to the songs, I was saying simple things like, did you know this one? Do you think, is it different from the previous one? Is there anything in common? But some of them answered something simple, but I was not looking for answers. I was only looking for them to reflect on this. And to be aware that different musics have different effects on you. But not to say it's exactly what, it's difficult to say exactly what happened, and still some of them found some very meaningful ways to express what they felt. For example, for the daughter's song, Youth is a very beautiful example of a girl talking about, it is a very nice portrait of youth from a girl's perspective, from an emotional perspective. These are the lyrics. The lyrics are beautiful, in my opinion, really straight from the heart of a teenager. They talk about relationships, love, relationships, and so on. The music is very intimate at first because there is a lonesome guitar arpeggio, And then the chorus gets very much more muscular because it has timpani, dun, 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 very rhythmic, and gives a very, very good push forward. And so the comments I had, because this was right after the Bach piece, played by Yo-Yo Ma. So right after the Bach piece, one of them said that it gave you a very good spinta, come si dice? A nice push. Okay, it pushed you very. Was very quite in the middle. Was quite strong. Very pushed you very much, which is true in my opinion. And another said that while the first one was very beautiful, this one was really getting inside of you. So some of them, at least, because there were more than 20 people, so I was not expecting that everybody was being able to listen to themselves so deeply, but some of them really did that, and kind of surprised me, because sometimes I think that maybe it's an error, of course, but sometimes I think that these guys are just bored and don't want to do the things they are obliged to do, and they're not keen to get introspective and to listen to themselves. So since it all happened, I think it's been a good start for them to work together afterwards.
Yes. A lot of
I think,
things.
of course, affected in the exercise, following, listening, but yeah, I was thinking, if you repeat this session, you said, I'm not sure if I would repeat listening the first part, or I'm not sure, but...
No, I didn't understand, Maria, sorry.
Huh?
Yeah, what did you say? I did not understand, sorry. What did you say?
No,
Sure?
I was thinking about... I have a bad connection and...
No problem.
Okay.
Talk, Maria, I'm listening.
No, that of course it affected in the exercises following the listening. I'm not sure if it affected directly in a musical aspect, but more in the attitudinal aspect, as you said. So I think that could be positive, creating this listening attitude to the group. Because, for example, in my case, when I tried with Akan to do improvisation, if the group is not used, it's really difficult to listen to the group, to make them listen to the group.
Yes, I think it's
So
a very...
I think it's a good strategy, or could be a good strategy to...
Yes, because the listening, as you say, Mariana, I think it's one of the most important goals of the first ones that we can try to achieve. Well, I don't want to monopolize all of our modulate work, okay? So if you think that using this session, which I happen to have filmed because it was not planned, was something which I recorded it all in audio with my cell phone. So I should have the full audio of the session, even the listenings. But so if you think that we can use this thing that we have on our hands, and you feel at ease in trying to decipher what happened and to answer the questions of modulate, working on this, okay. Yeah. But if you feel you're not comfortable because you were not there in the session, the videos is only fragmentary and so on, there's not a problem, of course. We can integrate with other things, we can change, we can do whatever we want.
I think the important thing is to reflect on the different items and the different questions. We can do it in concretely in this session or thinking about our experiences, but I think it could be useful for us to reflect
Okay.
on it, of course.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes,
Okay.
I think I should watch the video first, but I'm okay
Yeah,
with the idea of
maybe.
reflecting on that.
Okay. Then maybe we could do like this. We could use the video as a sort of case study,
Yeah.
but try to answer in a
Extrapolate.
general way to the questions.
Yeah, I think it's
Just like we
best.
did with the groups, and we can use the session as a workplace, a workshop.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yes.
this time we could do the other way around. As usually we develop the theory and then we find a case study. This time we could do the other way around. We start from the case study, we say what happened, and we find from the particular to the universal. What do you think?
Yes.
Just to change. Okay.
It's a good idea.
Irene is sleeping right now.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening to what you're saying.
She's listening very
But
carefully.
yeah, I think that I should really watch the video to have a more precise idea
Yeah.
of what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Next time we
Yeah,
will
sure.
do the video.
Yeah. Have you already sent us?
Yeah.
I think so.
In the document, there's the link.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right
And,
above the picture.
Third page.
Oh, yeah. I saw the picture. Where is
Yeah.
it?
You see me in the middle. It is me
Yeah.
playing a chair. It was
Oh, okay.
It was the beginning of the improvisation,
Yeah.
and I was taking because you see, it seems like they're really looking at me and expecting me to do something in this way. But I had given them 4 djembes, or the book, anyways, percussions. And then there was the gong and the sound plates beneath. I put the guitar in the middle, and I sat on the chair, which I am now playing in the picture.
Okay.
And that was more or less was my place for all the session. So I don't know if these things have been recorded in video, but I have never been a true part of the group. No, better. I have always been a part of the group, but with a different role.
Yeah.
So there was difference between me and them. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to avoid, especially in a class. But the way they interacted with me, you will see in the video, they laugh a lot, they say things, they so on, was very friendly. So it was okay for me. But I recognized this thing, and when I said, okay, now we can play. I don't know if in the video there is the start, because the start was very
The bells. The bells, the small bells.
play, because the start was very unofficial, so to say, because I said, okay, we're playing together now. And then I gave the instruments. I had somebody help me to bring the gong and the other things there, but there is not a clear moment when I say, now we start.
Yeah.
So I start, but it is not clear if I am just playing the gong or the plates to test their sound, or because I mean it's a real musical improvisation. Okay, and this was intentional because I don't want to say now play. It was already very well defined setting with me in the middle and so on. So I just wanted to show them they could do everything. I told them they could do everything, of course, but my idea was that it was going to be quite difficult for them to start if I was not giving them an example, because they had never done improvisation.
Sure.
So I started like this, and in the video you can see that there is somebody at a certain point who strikes the drum, and I pick up the sound and do something with this in response and so on. And that is how things are born. So in reality, I am not doing, in my idea at least, because I am doing something, but in my idea I'm not doing much because I'm just picking up the things they do and amplifying them.
Yes.
And then at the end, at a certain point, I decide to take the guitar and I start to play something. And they all clap in time. They all clap in time. Everybody is more or less, everybody is connected because you have to bear in mind also that they are like 18 girls or like this. And on the left side, you can see there are 3 guys all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were listening, the chairs were put like a theater, okay? So they were not like this. It was done when we started the practical exercises. When we were listening, they were all seated like in a theater. And the room was divided in two sections with a corridor in the middle, okay? And then the chairs on the 2 sides. And the girls were on the left side. The 3 guys, all by themselves on the right side, all in a line, okay? And I was joking about it. I was saying, hey, how is it in a class with all girls and so on? And the guy in the middle, the one with the goatee, is a rugby player. But he's rugby player.
Okay, rugby.
Yeah, he's a very strong and massive guy. In fact, one of the guys said, "Well, no, it's okay, even with all these girls, because this guy counts for 10." So, and it's true, but he is also one who has support teacher.
Okay.
I don't know anything else about this. There is a moment in the video which he strikes the drum, so he also got connected in a way. But they were quite friendly anyways. But you see, so there is this very sharp polarization between the girls and the boys. The boys are more difficult to involve because they are boys, they are on their own, they are stronger and so on. But in the end, they were clapping too, so maybe a little less involved than the girls. We can watch the video again to be sure about this. But there was a moment when everybody was connected. And in the end, I had to cut it because I was already out of the time. Okay. So in the end, the ending of the improvisation was quite sharp, quite abrupt. It was not like, okay, shut up. No, not like this. But I gave clear signs of stopping, so to say. So in 10 seconds, it stopped when it was time, because I really had to go to close it. But we had already reached a very good point. Then I discussed briefly this thing with them, having them understand, but they were really conscious about it. I told them that the music that we had done together, there was a moment where I made explicit that we started from silence and we created something which was not planned, and we arrived to a moment when everybody was sharing the same thing, the same pulse in this case. And they agreed on this. And then the last thing I told them, from what I remember, is that this experience they had done was about a music that is not going to be heard anymore in history, because it's what happened between us. That moment, with these instruments, with these people, in this way. And it was unique. It was unique. It was theirs, because they created it with me. We created it all together. But it was not going to be repeated like this anyway. There was no way to do it. We can listen to it again, because we recorded it. But apart from this, it is unique. And it's their creation. And they were very happy about this, because they felt that they had created something. It had a meaning, after all.
That's nice.
Yes, I think that was the real outcome of the session.
You reflect on this all together?
Yes, I told them
at the end of the session.
Yes, because I was giving a restitution of what happened musically in verbal terms, and because I wanted them to, because they were they had been there. They had been very inside the music, so they experienced it all. And I put it, in words to have them be very conscious, because I'm not going to see them anymore. Because even if I am back the next year in this institute, they will have, apart from the people who failed the exam the last year, so they're going to be away. So we're not going to do this anymore. So I wanted them to be sure that they acknowledge the fact that they had created something which was unique and was their own creation. Maybe in a longer cycle, we can work in other ways. And I think it was nice because, even in the feedback, I told you this thing was evident. You never know, because when you tell the people something, you deny them the possibility to say it themselves. Because I told you this thing, so you cannot discover it by yourself. So it is less important for your life, so to say. But in this case, I think it was nice because it was very just a group work.
Yes.
So all of this I just told you, I think can be worked on in the section of critical reflection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot of material here, I think.
I was thinking if practically,
yes,
we could watch the video and try each of us to answer to one area, or at least try to find the points in the session that can be related as a reflective practice to the questions that we have.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, we can try. The video is not so long, so.
Yeah.
Let's go through the questions. What were you saying, Mariona?
No. Yeah, I was just about to propose this. Let's read the questions again and just take some ideas and then develop it, each of us. Working on it, and then we can meet again to discuss it.
Yeah.
Okay. The questions. What do you mean for questions? The numbered ones. One, think of an experience which.
No, at the end of the module.
The italics one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first ones are, what could the group do? This was in the Jamil context. Okay. So number 2, what is a group? This is the first one.
Yeah, exactly. Observing, listening, and communicating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will copy them to the Google document for easy reference. Is a group. This group is the group considered as such only within a certain context. It is not a closed group. How is the role of the facilitator established? What is your aim as a facilitator? Okay.
Okay.
No, go for it. I was joking. Okay. Second part is group facilitation. How does the session begin? A lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does the session begin? When does a group begin and end? Time boundaries. How does the session end? How is silence perceived? How are musical elements involved? How do structure and improvisation relate? Bene, bene, bene. Ci abbiamo da dire tutti, Gaia, che ne dici? Fanno lavorare questi qui, che cavolo. Ok, I was just complaining, Mario. Okay, so now third part, reflecting, safe and responsive. What are the needs and expectations of the facilitator? And here I have fun, a lot of fun. What are the needs and expectations of the group? What are the limits and the rules of this group? How do we manage groups to promote sharing, inclusion, and awareness? Very simple questions. No problem, of course. Okay, the last ones are what are the roles in the group? Are the roles implicit or explicit? How can a facilitator develop better awareness of dynamics in the group? How do we reflect on a group experience as a way of developing our skills? Okay, some of these questions we already answered.
Yes.
More or less.
Example, what are the roles in the group? And are those roles implicit or explicit? I think we already said it, so I can do it. I'll put my name next to it, so I will answer to this one, okay?
Okay.
Most of them are not easy to answer.
No, they're not easy at all. How do you want to proceed? Everybody looks at the video and tries to create to get an idea of the whole thing. Then we again, because dividing the questions between ourselves, I think is so nice. But if we want to do it all together in Hangout, we need.
No, I think we need too much time to do it all together.
No. We need at least one Hangout for every single chapter.
Yeah.
So, Mariona, for example, you could try to write something about the groups. The first part, what do you think?
I mean, if Claudia will be with us, it's 4 areas, we are 4 people, so we could split just to start individuating what are the topics that we can then develop together in 1 or 2 hangouts.
Yeah, I think it's interesting to share the ideas at the end.
Yeah.
But just to have some material to start.
Yeah, to start, exactly.
Okay, so I can do the second one then, maybe, because it is more practical. So maybe since I was there.
Perfect.
What do you want to do, Gaia? Third one?
It's the same. Yeah, I can do the third one.
Yeah, so you can write something about what we said tonight, for example.
Yes.
And the fourth one, we can discuss it together maybe next time.
Yeah, if Claudia will not be with us, we can do it together.
Yeah, perfect.
Also because it's more general.
Yes.
Actually. So. It's yeah.
So
Okay.
I will take away my name from this. Daniele,
You can go to sleep.
are you going back to sleep?
No, not now. I will have a walk, see some friends,
I will
and then
go
go
to sleep.
Nice.
When we meet next?
Okay,
I'm
let's try to make the
almost
puzzle.
Wednesday.
Tomorrow, you mean?
Oh God. Yes, because otherwise we
Thursday.
go into the weekend. For me, because on
I will be
well,
out
okay. What time of the day? What times of the day are you available?
nights.
At night only.
Mm,
So
I'm
there's
working from no afternoons. I can make it, I think. But I have something each afternoon, but just 1 hour. I mean, I will
okay.
check.
So what time could you be free?
Which day? What day?
Hmm?
Tomorrow from 7 to 8, I have doctor, so for me better after 8, for example.
Hmm.
And then, well, on Thursday I can arrange it at what time you prefer. I will be out on Friday. I will be singing in Basque Country and I will arrive at Saturday midday.
Okay.
Apart from this, the other things I can manage more or less. So,
It's a problem because I'm not going to be there on Friday also. Tomorrow I have to go to a dinner, so it's exactly the opposite time as yours, Mariana, because the date I have to be there. And the day after, theoretically, I could be there from lunchtime to 6.
for me it's okay. I will arrive at 3:30 or 4 at home. It's
Where,
okay.
Sunday, Saturday. You're talking about
no, Thursday.
Thursday.
Friday, Thursday. Ah, Thursday. Okay. Yeah, for me it's good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah?
So
At
we
6,
can do
Yeah.
it.
sorry, at 4 or
Yeah.
something like this.
Yeah, we can do something at 4.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice. And then again on Saturday, maybe.
I'm not sure about Saturday because my aunt from Greece is coming.
Oh,
So
nice.
I don't know if I will be
Well,
available.
the problem is the deadline is on Friday, but we will blow it. We'll blow it. No
Yeah,
problem.
as always.
No problem. We'll blow it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe if we manage to do some of the work we said
Yeah,
for
tomorrow we
Thursday.
can work individually. And
Yeah.
on Thursday, meet and put everything in common, and another day
Yeah.
to finish the work.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
I think it will be enough.
Yes,
Do you think that on Sunday we can manage to meet us?
I should be available on Sunday.
I don't know, guys. It depends on the plans of the family. But I
Okay.
can let you know by Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will talk with
And-
my mom and see what they want to do. Also because it's like 1 month, I'm not going home to my parents. So if I tell them, yeah, I can't be there, so it would be a little bit.
No, don't worry. But if we blow the deadline, we can blow it 1 or 2 days more. So
Yeah, of course.
it's not. Do you think that we can put one other day just in case? I prefer to reserve to, yeah, I have
Yeah.
a lot of things during this end of the course, so if we agree some date, for me it's better.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
think, I don't know, on Tuesday or next Tuesday, just in case we need something more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
okay
Which
for
time?
everybody. Okay.
Yes, it's okay.
As you prefer. I mean, just to have another.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, at least on Tuesday, we have to finish.
Yes, come on, 1 week late. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
switching off the live.